Everyone, welcome back to the shop in Ohio, not the one in Florida. And I know you're a little off kilter here. Let me see if I can straighten that up a little bit. Sorry about that. Um, just finished doing a bunch of hammering on the hole for the taillight, and um, been waiting for Brian to show up with the new taillight. And I thought he would be here by now, but I was wrong. So I don't know if he's still coming tonight or not, but I wanted to get to you guys and get some of this just to show you what's happening with the car. This is really the last thing we have to do before we pack the car up and get it ready for Road Atlanta and get it in the trailer. So, but I didn't want to do a whole bunch of hammering on camera, so that's why I kind of. And the other thing is, I detest body work. That is my least favorite thing to do on a car. My OCD is so fierce that I'm never done. That's the problem. It can be a perfectly straight line. You can use a laser and all of that, and I will still have this thing inside of me that says it could be better. It's that's why body work is so tough for me. When you have things like engines and transmissions and suspension, there's a very finite number that you're supposed to meet, and you meet that number, and then everything's good. With body work, it's very visual, and it's very tactile. So I might feel something different than someone else. So that's why body work is very, very difficult for me. It's my least favorite thing to do. I will spend an incredible amount of time on body work, and it's a big waste of time versus having a professional come in, say, yes, this is straight. Yes, this measures to spec, and be done with it. So I got this guy as close as possible without using Porta power or anything like that, using hammer, channel locks. I do have some body tools. I have hammers and dollies. So I kind of got it close. I would like to measure it just for grins, just to see how close I got. My nose won't stop running because it's so cold here. Oh, it's awful. So we'll go from corner to corner. That is 20, we'll say 20 and a half to the outside. This side is obviously going to be shorter. He is just 20. So this whole back corner is in about half an inch, which is not too terrible considering the impact at 50 miles an hour into that corner. To only be in half an inch, I think we're doing okay. And you can see where the half inch is. It's literally on this edge. Once that edge pops out, this half inch will come back. The good part is the taillight will lay flush. The other good part is you can see that the old gasket material has failed, and I'll have to take all that stuff off. But we have new gaskets. There's a company, God, I forgot the name of them, made in Canada by K-Box. These are new taillight gaskets and reverse light gaskets for the back of the car. And they're very thick. They're actually, I think they're thicker than the originals. So very excited about those. Those should help us make up some of the distance and keep the trunk sealed. Hey, who's in here? Hey, Liz. Yeah, I think the taillight box is actually okay. I am going to fire up I'll put the mic over there, and I'm going to clean off this, the excess residue and stuff. It's actually petrified foam and glue. It is a car from 1987, so that's going to happen. And then I'm going to do some touch-up primer, especially on the stuff that I hammered out. And then we'll do some touch-up primer and paint on that one as well, just so they have some kind of protection. Here in Ohio, you have to have metal protected. You must. If it goes, even if it doesn't go outside, even if it stays in your house, take a look at any of the knives in your kitchen drawer. Those knives don't go outside, they're going to have corrosion on them. That's how Ohio works. It will corrode metal. So get some protection on there. Get some primer on it, get some paint on it, get some truck bed liner, whatever, to protect that metal. It'll last a lot longer, I promise. So I'm going to put the mic down, I'm gonna put some earphones on, ear protection, and I'm gonna use the wire wheel and take that stuff off really quick. So give me a second. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Maybe I can move. Let me see if I can move the camera. Maybe you guys can get a little better angle on it here. If I bring you guys over here, that's kind of cool. Except now I have no place to sit. Let me try. Let me try something different here. Because, well, yeah, I don't really need to sit. It's all right. All right, let me put the mic down because it's going to be really loud. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me. Brushes. I don't know if this guy's going to work. He's new, but we'll try him out. I'm going to try out this guy and see how he does. He does okay. But we need to put gloves on for these. I know that's loud, I'm sorry. These little guys go everywhere. You know what we could try too? This might be a little bit easier on the paint. This is a fiberglass wheel. So this wheel is fiberglass. Let's see how he does. Yeah, this guy works great. Awesome. This guy works way better. guy works really well. This is hard because the drill won't go in, so I don't know how to. I guess I could shorten this up. That doesn't really help either. There we go. Got all of our old adhesive off of there, which is nice. That's just the fiberglass wheel. He's pretty good at. That thing is really oily. I don't really know what's up. It also the water drains here, and sometimes there's a little corrosion. Get that corrosion right off of there. Yeah. And cleaned up as best we can. But yeah, you can see the hole is by far from perfect. There's a really bad crease right here, and we're also creased out a little here. Oops. So that's better. But this whole thing needs to come back half an inch. That's hard to do without doing the whole trunk. The trunk floor needs to come back, and that's pretty big. So I did my best to get these guys sort of back to level. It was really hard to see with the paint in the way. Now that the paint's gone, we'll start to see this edge a little flatter. I'm far less concerned about this edge versus this flat. That flat is really important. It can actually flex out a lot, which is surprising. I'm seeing you just flexing it here. Might be able to get another 1/8 of an inch out of it. But we are basically back in business. Need to be careful with that crease because he has to go out as well to the outside edge of the car. So I'll put the mic back on so you guys can hear me. And oh, who else we got in here? Hey, Diane. We're not breaking anything. Thankfully, we're repairing this. I'll wheel you guys around since you're portable now. Oh, of course, it gets caught up on a little piece of, I don't know, cat litter or something. So you remember how malformed this was before? Now we actually have it back to very close to that side, and we should be able to get our headlight back in here. Yes, there's supposed to be a bend right here, and our problem is this corner needs to go out and towards you guys. So that's why we're a little bit short. We're a quarter of an inch short coming back this way because the impact was very, very strong right here. It creased the little frame rail back there, and you can see inside this cover popped off. This was just a seam seal patch, and you can also tell if you really look inside, you can see how the floor is creased. So getting all that stuff. Hey, Joey. Yeah, Joey knows about body work. He can critique the shit out of this if he wants. Oh, you're not doing that right. Oh, how come you're not doing this? Yeah, Joey can absolutely hammer me on that stuff. But that's also why when we got back from pit race, the first stop we did was over with Joey. We're like, hey, man, can you give us a hand with this? And Joey was like, hell yeah, bring it over. So I put it on the trailer, brought it over to Joey's, and he pulled this whole thing out. I mean, it was really crunched in. That inside fender was on the tire. And we pulled this thing out probably 6 inches, and we got it as straight as possible. But we actually have an OEM impact bar that fits on here. So that's pretty damn good for, a Saturday. We put it on the frame rack and yanked on it and got it back to, as close as we could for $0.00. Body shops were going to charge me $6-8 grand to fix this. And we got it kind of where it's acceptable. We can run it and drive it. And we still have alignment and great power and all that. But it cost us, I still owe Joey probably a couple $100. I'm going to have him do some more 3D prints for me, and then I'm going to overpay him again. I love doing that. So yeah, we're ready for the back panel. I guess since Brian's not here, I'm going to, excuse me, I'm going to pull this off. Oh, that's gross in there. We'll wipe all that off too. That's extra weight. We got to get rid of it. So get this out. Of course, he's stuck in there behind the trunk latch and the third brake light cable. But we'll get some cardboard. We'll clean all this out and wipe it all down with alcohol. And then we'll get some cardboard behind here, and we'll get some primer on here. And you can tell we've got exposed metal here. We've got exposed metal up here. So we'll chip some of that stuff away best we can. And so I might take the flap wheel to this just for grins. And then we'll get some primer on here, and we'll do a quick coat of primer, and that dries for about half an hour. And then we'll come back and we have some gloss white, and we'll throw some gloss white and we'll try and blend it in with the two sides. So yeah, this is quick and simple, and the car works and runs and drives great as is. We'd really like, and technically we have 3 brake lights because that brake light over there works. Our third brake light up here, he works. Oh, you guys can't see that. There you go. Third brake light here works, and the third brake light in the cabin works. So technically we have 3 brake lights. But we'd like to have everything working, including the reverse lights. We'd like to have the license plate mounted so we can put it on the road and not get in trouble. So we're getting there. It's a slow but sure process, but it'll look a lot better when it has primer on it and when it has paint on it, and eventually it has a new back taillight. Let me see if I can find the other taillight for you guys. I think it's over here. I'll show you. It's a whole panel that goes across the back. Yeah, it's right here. So there's a bunch of pieces to it. I think there's 3 in total. So here's what it is. And let's get you guys back a little bit. That way you can see the rust down here that has, when I was hammering, all that stuff came out from the body and the bumper. So here's the tail light center section. He still has his screws in him. He goes right there. And our guy is actually okay. I don't think he's broken anywhere. So we can use this as a spare just in case it gets broken. The new one, or if the new one is crap, then we'll use this. But this guy seems undamaged. All of our mounts and screws are still good. So that guy goes there. And then this is our brake light that did not get damaged. And this is what Brian's picking up. But what we needed to get was the back portion where the bulbs actually go. So this goes here. And there is actually, you can see we're cracked here. So it came all the way across. Somehow that didn't get hurt, but this did. I think this is when the car came back. This is what happened. But and this could probably be popped back in and glued if you really wanted to. Yeah. I mean, look, brand new, right? So there's this section and then there's a matching one over here. These are very expensive. And there's a difference between 86 and 87. So 86 has a different key that's a lot longer and it comes through this hole. This has a shorter key and doesn't go through, or sorry, how does that work? I don't remember. This one I think covers, yeah, the other one comes through all the way. So this one, you can actually put the key in from there. You don't have to. The other one, you have the lock off, put the taillight on, then you put the lock back in. So this one works a little different. So it'll look a lot better once we have the taillights on there. I promise. What do we got? Looks great for a race car. Yeah, I agree. And don't get me wrong, I want it to be perfect. I want it to be dead on and you know, hey, we're taking it to SEMA and all that. But I'm also realistic. I mean, this is racing, and you know, we've gone 4 years without getting tagged. Not even so much as we didn't even lose a sticker. So for us to go that long, and you know, this is all we have. We didn't total the car. I'm calling it good. So I'm gonna wheel you guys back. Actually, I'll probably put you back on the box over there. Put this stuff away for now. We have big boxes of spares for all of the extra parts we have for the MR6. The engine, the axles, all of that. Okay. So I'll put you guys back up here. There we go. Is that better? All right, cool. I'm going to get a brush and clean out all this stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need a better brush than that. Holy crap. There's a lot of garbage in there. That should work. Since the gasket's off, I might throw some white paint on there. Might actually just take the take the gasket out. This is called scope creep. This is what happens. You have this great idea, and then this drives me crazy. And then it turns into another great idea. Then it turns into another great idea, and all of a sudden it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, "Oh shit, what happened?" How does this guy come apart? I can never remember. Push down on that or lift up on it? Crap. All right, here's how it's gonna go. We're gonna do those guys quick. I'm gonna make some noise really quick. Sorry. Now I just need this out of the way for a second so I can get the gasket off. Oh, this is so hard to do. I'm going up against spring-loaded. That's why it's difficult. So we're just going to put one back temporarily. And that'll hold this guy in place. Oh, I hate that it's cold out. My nose just runs the whole time. All right, so we've got that. We've got the gasket out. We'll run some air, but we can't because the air compressor's off. Damn it. Forgot about that. So we'll run our brush again. Yeah, this should look pretty good when it's all done. So we'll try and protect the other stuff from overspray. Although overspray is called overspray for a reason. But we'll try to be careful. The stuff I use is this stuff and just rattle can. This is self-etching primer from Rust-Oleum. This is really good stuff. 1 to 2 coats of this, it actually bites into the metal, and that makes it a really good primer. And then I sort of stick with the Rust-Oleum. This is clear, which we don't want. Whoa, come back here. This is our gloss white. And again, a couple of coats of this. You have to do your coats within an hour or after 48 hours. That is, and for some reason that's important. That paint really has to flash off. That's a big thing to getting paint to last, is letting it fully dry, letting it fully cure. That's kind of a big thing. So let's find a piece of cardboard. I've got scrap cardboard all over back here. Believe it or not, this is actually a drain for the key. Is that guy gonna work? Yeah. Yeah, kinda. Okay. We'll try and be careful. We'll try and be careful. So let's wipe this down. Use just paper towel and some alcohol. Usually use a tack cloth and some kind of, there's a lot of paint primer stuff prep, but alcohol works really well because it's a solvent and it evaporates very quickly. So you can get right to whatever you want to paint. Not right to. Give it a minute, but you see what I'm talking about. It just helps stuff stick. That's all. Let's come from this side. That's weird that I didn't paint this when we had everything apart. But yeah, there's a lot of garbage in there. So we'll try and be careful with it. God, I hate my nose running. I hate being this cold. So we'll give it a minute. We will put on gloves because when you paint goes everywhere. So you want to have gloves on. It goes in places you didn't know paint would go. Oh, where did my gloves go? They're right here. Oh, someone's here. Is it Miata? Is it Miata? Let's check. Nope. It's not a Miata. It's Hammond. Get ready for like the harshest critique of my body work. It's coming. Get ready. So before I paint, I'm gonna let him just watch. This will be great. You guys are gonna love this. All right. I'm not even. Yeah. We're just gonna wait on this. Let's see what grade I get in class today. Because he's way better with body work than I am. So in the meantime, where did it go? This is brought to you by Rockstar. Hey, is it just you or is there a car behind you?
There's literally a car behind me right now.
Is it a Miata or is it a Mustang? Ah, it's John. I need a grade on this.
I'll give it a 5.5. There's a major effort was definitely made.
A 5.5 out of what? 190 or what?
10.
Oh, well, here's the tools.
Out of 10. It was
here's the tools
severely
that were
ruined
used.
before.
Where? Oh, here are the tools that were used. Because I have extensive body work tools. But
oh, you know what? I left all my body. Always show up over more on.
Perfect.
I can bring it over tomorrow.
It's okay because this is getting primered and painted. And check it out. New gasket kit. You don't want to know how expensive this is.
I can guess it's probably about $130.
Not quite that expensive,
85?
but $50 for
That's actually not bad.
those little pieces of plastic.
Well,
Plus, like
they're foam.
Foam, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so that's actually a screaming ass deal because these are die cut.
Die cut foam.
And that's not just like a trivial little thing to do. I mean, I like tool making as much as the other guys.
We are within between a quarter and half inch of coming all the way back. But remember, our frame's creased under there, so our trunk's creased, but we're pretty damn close.
A couple very well placed sawzall cuts in that frame rail, and that frame rail comes right back out into place.
Gets boxed back in. That part I'm not too worried about. I just want this to work properly.
You gotta go.
So 5.5 out of 10, really? Remember how bad that was?
I'd say like this area is still.
No. I'm just talking about the socket.
I guess, yeah. Okay, so I would give this a 7.5
out. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take a what is that? A C plus?
Could have gotten a pair of pliers in here and got flat probably. And
Okay, well, there's 85 different pliers right
the
there.
ball peen hammer will take care of that.
And there's a hammer. If you want to do that, because this is getting primered and painted tonight. Because DePaul was supposed to be here sometime tonight and have not seen him. So, is there? No. Is there a racing license in there? No, I was just checking. Been hammering him all day to get his racing license. Oh no! Oh, here we go. All right, finally. I'm live too, so this is perfect timing. Look, you guys, new taillights. That's Brian. That's the other Brian. Yeah. Oh no, this is the one we really want.
That's the one we really want.
And I got a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, that looks so much better.
I got a C+ from Brian. Oh, and there's the back. Remember the back parts I was talking about?
This one, he didn't have this one, but that's fine because we have that.
Really? Did he give you money back? No.
He knocked out some money the other day.
Okay.
So it was originally going to be $250.
Oh. Hey, Berg, we're live. No F-bombs. Oh, if we go, if we take the impact bar off, it'll fit because it has to go down a little bit in order to fit in.
It's hitting this right now.
Oh, is that? Oh, yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's it. That's the only section we have to
Yeah, we
do.
need to just push this outward. Oh yeah, it's like kind of creased in like
Yep.
an extra 1/4 inch or so.
All right. Well, we'll do that, and we're only between 1/4 and 1/2 inch between this one and that one, from that wall to there.
Only the driver one did. The passenger one.
Yeah, the passenger one is actually okay. So not too bad. Not too bad. And yeah, do you see the new gaskets? Nice die cut.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
So they double.
I mean, I think that's what these were too. They were just.
They were back in 1987,
They were 3 times as thick 30 years ago.
back when your dad was finishing high school. So yeah, these are, if you want to compare. Yeah, I'll do a comparison for everyone. So here's a corner comparison between 1987 and 2024. I think we'll take this one.
Yeah, do you have Leo and Gwen on the stream? Are they?
I don't know.
I'll tag him.
I can't see. If people talk, I can see, but otherwise I can't see who's on there. So okay, so we have a little more body work to go before they fit in there. Yeah, that's fine. We don't have air. So yeah, the air compressor is leaking up there. I don't know what John did, but I'm just kidding. John's like, I didn't touch it. Yeah, so I need to repair that.
Okay.
So John's going to bail on us and not go to Road Atlanta. He's going to go to PRI instead. He's all into that horsepower shit. That's his thing.
I mean.
Oh, it's got a blower on it. Oh, it has 4 blowers on it. Oh, it has a blower the size of a blower on it. Yeah. Pit race? Okay.
I don't think we're doing anything.
Okay. So mark it on your calendar. And yeah.
Yeah, I'd be down.
But yeah. What's
I mean, that's
what's in there? Just water in there.
There's a little bit of water. I was just worried that
Oh, okay. No. You have this place confused with like a pole barn or something like that. Yeah.
Are you gonna try and do? Who's gonna try and do Road Atlanta or Fury?
Right now, me. I will bet you dollars to donuts. DePaul signs up, and depending on how Dakota does, how many offs he has at Road Atlanta, probably Dakota as well. And then we have other people that are interested in the second car, so we have some time. Maybe we can get a second. Yeah, the second car is going to be the all-female team,
okay.
and Got a surprise for you too. No, trust me, it's good.
All right.
Trust me, it's good.
So it's Anna.
No. No. Nope. No, that'd be fine, but it's
Anna
a.
be on the track.
It's a.
Header. Oh, screw you.
Yeah, yeah. We can't have violence on the track. We need to tame ourselves. And Anna's mental fuses come in half amp, 3/4 amp, and 1 amp, and none of them are slow blow. Yeah, they are all like, yeah. So no. No, we've got a cool put together. We just need to get the car. We got to do the fire suppression, the seat and belts, extra set of wheels and tires. That thing's ready to go. So, and also you guys on Tuesday. Oh wait, who's in here? Oh yeah, Liz said no violence. So, she's like, what? No violence? And I was like, yeah, you can't do that.
No sex, no violence. You're screaming.
That's a totally different channel on YouTube. It's actually not even on YouTube. Yeah, it's a whole other channel. Whole other channel.
Never mind.
Whole other channel.
Yep, never mind.
Berg's been in Ohio too long too. He's what?
I've
Yeah,
only been here for like a week.
but
Well, dude,
it
I
messes
got
with you. It messes with you.
$275 flight credit for driving back with you.
Oh, okay. So you
I'm
can
flying
pay for
Canada
gas.
for
Awesome.
New Year's with that flight credit.
So Berg's gonna pay for gas. That's fantastic. Or sorry, for diesel.
I can try it a little bit.
Nah, that's all right. Whatever.
But
So
for the moral support.
yeah, don't fall asleep. Don't fall
No, I
asleep.
won't fall asleep.
No, you yelling at me.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna drive to Road Atlanta, and then you can take over from there. Yeah, and that's what 5-6 hours to Tampa.
Yeah.
All right, that's true. We won't be towing anymore. So from Atlanta to Tampa, it's not 8 hours, dude. It's 8 hours from my house to Atlanta.
Yeah, it is. Oh no, so it's 7. It's 15 from
Yeah,
here to
it won't be too bad, and we won't have the trailer to contend
I
with.
just
So.
did 18 hours literally
Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
And DePaul was very happy earlier today when I told him they're only towing it back from Road Atlanta. They're not towing it there and back. Right. When you get stuck at work and you have that 3-hour delay you weren't anticipating, doesn't make a big deal.
We're each gonna drive half the way.
Nice.
Because we're like, we both have this shit.
Are you doing like Zoom meetings in the car as you're driving? Do you want to borrow the hotspot?
No, I have one for the car. We have free data on our work.
There you go.
I worked like probably 4 or 5 days this year on my car already.
Nice. Well, you have that mountain bike addiction thing. So. It's like the opposite of BMW's thing. Remember the little mousy thing BMW had?
Yeah.
Oh God, what a bomb out that was. Must be a Tuesday. So yeah, we'll get this corner folded back. Thankfully, Hammond's here with brains and muscles to do that, and then our taillights will fit in. The brains and muscle.
Well, all the brain cells. How much smoke from away today?
That's
Made
fantastic.
Smoke out Sunday.
Oh my
Just
God.
made it until I'm just done. Hey, you're not wearing that.
That's a
I know. I was looking at it. I was looking at it. I was thinking about it.
Dude, right
Well,
around
in the
chili.
rain, yeah.
Dude, that's what's so awesome about races. You don't know if it's gonna be sunny and 80 like when we went,
Or
or the year before when it was
Snowing.
raining.
rain, wind, and grapple. Yeah.
Sunny and raining and all the mix all in a weekend. Because him and I show up to the track walk at pit race. That was fun. We might as well have just showed up with a 5-gallon bucket of pennies and dumped it on the officials meeting. Because we walk in and they're like in an AA style circle. Hey, I'm Tom. I've
It's
been
my
drinking
first
for
time.
17 years.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
my first time
here.
Yeah.
We just walk in. It's him and I and 2 pairs of sandals, and we're there to walk the track. And it is
40 degrees.
monsoon level rain.
40 degrees and raining.
Dude,
And
they
these are the only
all-
2 ding dongs out there
they
walking the
all-
track.
You sure if you want to go out? We're like, yeah. They're like, yeah. We're like, that's why. It's raining.
luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we walked it in what 25 minutes or something.
Wasn't very
stupid
long,
like
yeah.
That in the rain. It was-
Tired for the track?
yeah.
Well, it's only 2.63
We even stopped a couple
miles
times and,
for the
like,
full
looked at
course.
corners and took photos and stuff.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
I never walked the track before, so I still wanted to do it.
I thought you'd done that a
was one
bunch of
That
times.
was one of the best track walks I've ever done.
Oh.
Never got to do it before. So
Well,
found-
I think they'll do it at Road Atlanta too. So if you want to do that, you
yeah,
can.
if they let you do it right away.
Yeah, I think they're. I
They
think they will.
normally do.
Yeah.
We were like walking up. I think it's like turn 5. It's like a left uphill or something. And I go, "That's a wheel stud." And he's no way.
Oh, yeah, you
And
guys
I
found a
walk
bunch of
over
garbage
and I'm
out
like,
there, too.
That's a BMW wheel stud, complete with the lug nut. And
Yeah.
what it is, it's inversion club. BMWs. And I'm like,
Yep.
oh boy, somebody had a bad day. And what it
Yeah,
was,
that
that car lost the wheel and had to get towed off track.
Yeah, no practice today.
I'm glad we found it because it ended up in our tire.
Oh no, it would have came right through, right into the intake, right into the manifold. Cylinder number 2 came right past the valve. Yeah, yeah, it would
The
have.
nice thing about Road Atlanta is that you don't have to worry about what you're going to get for weather. You just have to tire time.
See now that you got to be careful with that because the one year it snowed.
Yeah, it might snow
Dude,
next week.
we're taking Blizzaks or Nokians this year. We're gonna take my.
No.
I'm gonna put Nokians on. Well, vocals will not clear us, but we can put Nokians. We can put Nokians on the Kosei K1s. They're
Oh, yeah.
15-inch.
You can take any of those and
Yeah.
put the Nokians on there.
Ooh. Also, yes.
But also, you could do the 14 daisies.
Because I asked about this in the Citrus Racing Clown page.
But these things are heavy as hell.
Yeah. And I'm like, so 200 treadwear limit, right? I'm like, but the rules don't say anything about snow tires. And they're like,
Correct.
actually, I think you get an IOE if you show up with snow tires. And I'm like, I'm just showing up prepared that it's going to snow in turn 1.
It's not
is
gonna snow.
Literally my favorite turn at Road Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because it's
That hard right going uphill.
dude, it's just so you're just like all the way up.
Well,
the hill.
and the other good part about turn 1 at Road Atlanta with this car, we have tons of torque. We don't have a ton of horse. Well, we got a ton of horsepower.
You can
but
go up
all
to
the
fourth gear,
torque.
fourth gear,
If you go 3rd gear up that hill, you are passing tons of people. Because
and
everyone's
running up
struggling
into
second,
turn 2,
3rd.
Super hot. where
Yeah.
there's no braking zone.
Yeah, and so you crest the hill, and now you've got all this torque and all this momentum. It's great, especially in the rain. That's the fun part. So,
I got like 30 minutes of sitting time on Road Atlanta today, actually.
oh, nice. All right.
I was like, I need to get reacquainted.
All right, we're gonna work on some more body work. So we'll try and get this stuff done, and I'll come back tomorrow. We'll get some primer and paint on here, or I'll just show you what it looks like with the taillights back in. But we're really close to having all this stuff done. So thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And I appreciate you guys. It's cool seeing the emails that say, you know, you have a new subscriber, or, you know, XYZ subscribe to your channel. It's always cool to get those emails. I like those. And don't forget to show someone that you love them today. Give them a kiss on the cheek, give them a kiss on the tip of their nose, hold their hand, give it a squeeze. It's really important for them, but it's far more important for you. All right. Thanks, everyone. I will catch you tomorrow night when Brian's buzz wears off. All right.
Oh, hell yeah. It's like,
And
fuck yeah.
then it goes up in the wheel arch